In June of 2024, the Latvian city Valmiera, for a moment, became the table hockey capital of Europe. Jānis Dāliņš indoor track and field arena gathered almost 200 participants from 14 countries for the European Championships in 10 different categories, both individual and teams. Juniors, veterans, women's individual and teams, under 13 and over 55 individuals participated in the open individual and open team competitions. The most significant amount of participants was from the host nation, Latvia, with 47 athletes. On the first day after the opening ceremony, the athletes played the first 6 categories: junior, veteran, women's individuals and team tournaments. The team format required 9 games, with 3 team members playing simultaneously in 3 rounds and switching opponents after each round. 4 teams participated in the juniors team category, first playing in round-robin format with each other, determining the semi-final order. In the first semi-final, top-seeded Latvia faced the Czech Republic team, while in the other, Ukraine played against Sweden. Both favourites, Latvia and Ukraine, beat their opponents to guarantee their spot in the final. Both teams also met last year in the final of the World Championships in Norway, where Latvia won. After the first round, when teams played 3 out of 9 games, Latvia took the lead 1-0. Latvian boys received advice from the team mentor, Reinis Kalniņš, and were ready for the next round. Team captains met in this round at the first table, Evgeny Matantsev from Ukraine versus Artūrs Kuzmins from Latvia. Last year, it was a draw after 3 rounds, and these boys met in the captain's game, where Artūrs won a very close match. This year, however, Ukraine tied the game result after the second round 2-2. At the end of the third game, it was clear that 1 goal would decide the winner of the match. 3 seconds before the game ended on the third table, Edgars scored his signature move with the defender to give Latvia gold again. Latvian juniors were European champions. Second place for Ukraine and third place for Sweden, who overcame the Czech Republic in the bronze medal match. Reknārs Vazuliņš, Edgars Nāglis, Jēkabs Rēčis, Krista Ania Lagstiņa and Toms Baumanis represented the Latvian team. Four teams also participated in the women's team competition, playing round-robin and playoff like the junior teams. In the semi-final, Latvia beat the Swedish trio and qualified for the final. The final was an extraordinary one. Estonia's girls had to play with only 2 players, giving a massive advantage to Latvia, who started each round with a technical win, 1-0. On the screen, we can see Elena Ratzenaya playing against a former world and European champion, Maria Vasiljeva. Elena plays confidently and takes the win. Latvia secured the win in 2 rounds with a 4-2 result. Silver goes to Estonia and bronze goes to Ukraine. Krista Ania Lagstiņa Elena Ratsinaya, Laima Kamzola, Katrina Lichachova and Margarita Arbele represented the winning team. Six teams took part in the veteran over 40 category. Sweden and the Czech Republic advanced to the final. Sweden has been dominant in the veterans category with impressive players like the current world veteran champion Peter Östlund and the only three-time world champion in the open category Hans Osterman. The Czech squad has one European Championship title in the veteran class, while Sweden has 3 titles. The Czech team has Pavel Plešák, who has been on the podium at the European and World Championships a lot. The game was close, and the Czechs fought well until the last round. However, Sweden continued its dominance, winning 5-3. The Swedish squad, consisting of Hans Osterman, Peter Östlund, Herman Steen, Gustav Hermansson and Richard Pedersen, won the 4th European gold in the team's history. The Czech team took silver, while Latvian veterans won the bronze over the Ukrainian squad 5-1 after 2 rounds. In the juniors under-18 individual category, 27 athletes from 8 countries took part. After the qualification round, the best 8 players advanced to the playoffs. The best junior players were from Ukraine. The Matantsev brothers met in the final. The current World Open and Junior champion, the older brother, Evgeny, was a clear favourite to win. He was also the world ranking leader on game day, while his younger brother was ranked number 39. However, the brothers know each other's game style very well, which leads to the decisive game in the best-of-7 series. Surprisingly, Artyom Matantsev beat his older brother to claim the European champion title in the junior category. Evgeny took 2nd place, but 3rd place went to the captain of the Latvian team, Regnars Vazoliņš, who won the bronze game over Edgars Naglis, another Latvian player. The youngest brother, Artyom, will still be able to claim titles in the junior category, while Evgeny's achievements in the junior category will most probably be unmatched for a very long time. 3 gold medals and 3 silver medals in the World and European Junior Individual Championships, and 2 more gold medals in the kids under 13 category. 13 ladies took part in the women's individual competition. The finalists were Elena Ratsinaya from Latvia and Hanna Ivantsova from Ukraine. The favourite to win was Hanna, who also has a much higher world ranking, 64 versus 165. 2 years ago, Hanna won the European Championships, while Elena reached her first top 3 finish in the International Individual Tournament. This best-of-7 series was very intense. 5 out of 6 games were won by 1 goal. The ladies demonstrated beautiful combinations and excellent defender shots. Hanna came up strong, taking the gold medal for the second time in a row in European Championships by winning the series 4-2. Ratsenaia came second. Two Estonian ladies battled for the bronze, and Daria Hustaljova won 3-0 over Maria Saveljeva. "39 athletes from 13 countries participated in the veteran category. The finalists were clear after the qualification round and playoff games for the 8 best players. Petter Östlund from Sweden is the highest seeded player in the field, compared to Tommi Uimonen from Finland, who was seeded number 4. Östlund has already won a gold medal in the World Veteran Championship in 2019 and had 2 bronze medals, but for Uimonen, this was his first podium. Petter dominated all 4 games in this best-of-7 final series, securing another gold medal for Sweden. Uimonen was happy with his first medal and second place, while bronze went to Ukraine. Mikhailo Spivakovsky defeated Martin Zenishek 3-0 in the bronze playoff. The champion of the previous 2 years, Hans Osterman, was not participating this year, but despite that, Sweden still won the gold, proving that their veterans are the best. 21 athletes from 6 countries competed in the youngest group, children under 13. 2 main favourites reached the final. Roberts Verbics and Reiners Neija, both from Latvia, showed excellent skills throughout the tournament. Roberts was a little higher in the world ranking, but Reiners had more European and World Championship experience in this age category. Reiners won the silver medal in the European Championships in 2022 and gold in the 2023 World Championships. The spectators were not disappointed. Despite the young age of the athletes, they showed a very high level of play with many spectacular combinations. Reiners won the first game 5-3 in the best-of-5 series, but Roberts kept calm. His trainer and club mates advised him to gain the edge in the series. Roberts used his main scoring element, centre moves, to win 3 consecutive games in a high-scoring manner. In the all-Latvian final, Roberts Verbics became the new European champion in the kids under 13 category, while silver went to Reiners Neija. In the bronze game, Gustav Nilsson from Sweden won against Oleksandr Pilipenko from Ukraine. The veteran over 55 category gathered 16 participants from 6 countries. Václav Pikl from the Czech Republic qualified for the final, as well as Igor Savelyev from Estonia. They both had already won the World Championships in this category. Václav won in 2021, while Igor was victorious in 2023. In a best-of-5 series, Igor had a strong start, winning the first 2 games 2-1 and 3-0. According to the age group, Igor chose a passive defence by keeping the goalkeeper in the middle and blocking direct shots with the defender. His experienced opponent found a way to score, and Václav won the next 2 games 3-0 and 3-1. The European champion title was decided in the last match, where Igor won 2-0. Igor Savelyev from Estonia won his first European Champions title in the veteran over 55 category. Second place went to Václav Pikl. The bronze medal went to the number 1 seed in this category, Swedish player Truls Mansson, who won against the Czech legend Pavel Plešák. Interesting fact, Igor is a sports journalist who often comments on ice hockey games on TV. However, this time he had to take the stick and defend the country's honour by himself. The 5 best players from each nation participate in the team competition. Teams play each other in 5 rounds for a total of 25 games. This year, 8 teams took part. Both favourites, Latvia and Ukraine, easily reached the final. The final was a true roller coaster, with the lead changing rapidly. After the first round, Ukraine was ahead 2-1. Interestingly, the only win for Latvia came from the youngest participant, the 16-year-old Regnars Vazuliņš, who beat the current world champion Evgeny Matantsev. Ukraine kept its foot on the gas pedal and won the second round 4-1 for a total 6-2 lead. The Latvian team got together to rouse themselves after the second round, and a miracle happened. 5-0 for Latvia in the next round, and an overall lead of 7-6 after 3 rounds. The result continued to swing. Ukraine won round 4 by a 4-1 score and gained a 10-8 lead before the last round. Latvia found the power to tie the result after the 5th round 11-11. The captain's game needed to be played. Rainers Kalniņš from Latvia against Oleksij Korabel from Ukraine. Ukraine gets an early 1-0 lead. Scoring another centre move doubles the lead. The Latvian captain fights until the end, and with a minute to go, gets one back. The last 10 seconds are an absolute storm around the Ukrainian goal. Moments later, history has been written. Ukraine can celebrate a 2-1 win. They have become the European champions in the open team category for the first time. Bronze goes to Sweden, who did not leave a chance for the Czech team. The Ukrainian team members were Evgeny Matantsev, Oleksij Korabel, Artyom Matantsev, Mikhailo Spivakovsky, Anton Umansky, Hanna Ivantsova, Mikhailo Shalomayev, Polina Kvasnikova, Mykola Verbitsky and Artyom Tseluyko. The most prestigious category in table hockey competitions is the Open, because all of Europe's strongest players can participate. 2 Latvian and 2 Ukrainian players advanced to the semi-final, and the first semi-final was a real treat. Current world champion Evgeny Matantsev from Ukraine against current European champion Edgars Caics from Latvia. They faced each other in a tough series last year in Norway in the World Championship quarter-final, when Matantsev won 4-3 in the best of 7. The world champion started strong again, winning the first game 5-1. The second game entertained us with even more goals in regulation, 4-4. In table hockey, that means overtime until the next goal. Edgars Caics scored a nice centre move to tie the series. The Latvian player felt confident and won the following games 3-2 and 6-3 and was 1 game away from the final. Matantsev fought back and won Game 5. However, the last word was with Caics. He won the 6th game 4-3 to secure a spot in the final for the 4th consecutive time. In the other semi-final, Rainers Kalniņš seemingly effortlessly won against Anton Umansky from Ukraine with a 4-0 win. However, the first 3 games all ended in overtime. It was time for the main event of the tournament, the grand final. Rainers Kalniņš and Edgars Caics have never played in big international tournaments, so the audience could only guess as to which way it would go. Edgars has much more experience. He won his first World Tour tournament in 2004 when he was 15. Rainers, however, is the rising star of world table hockey, the favourite to win any tournament where he participates. The first game showcased the incredible talent of both players, 4-4. You can see the precision of Edgars' shot in overtime and the emotions that follow, because he knew the importance of the moment very well. It was also very dynamic table hockey in the second game, and take a look at this shot from the left wing. Edgars, after that, took the lead 2-0 in the best of 7 series. The third game was close until this moment, when Edgars scored an extra complex 3-hand combination. Hope among Rainers supporters rose when he tied the result 2-2 with a centre move in the 4th game, but not for too long. Edgars scored 1 minute before the game ended and earned himself a 3rd title in the last 4 championships by winning the final series with a surprising 4-0. The game for 3rd place was also great fun to watch and ended in the deciding game's overtime, where Anton Umansky won against the world champion Evgeny Matantsev. The European Championship 2024 in Valmiera came to a close. 14 countries fought for medals in 10 categories. 6 nations earned medals, but the host country gained the most, 10. Second place went to Ukraine with 8 medals, and Sweden finished with 6 medals in third place. Who will win the next European Championships? We'll find out in 2 years. But for now, we simply say, thank you, Valmiera.